Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 44. This is a look at what I have to do today. There's a bunch of stuff on here. There's just a lot of tiny little details, but I'm looking forward to chunking away at these tasks and getting them done for this Friday. Here's my shining smiley face, and it's shining mostly just because I have sunlight coming in from the window. I'm already back from my walk. Gotta go make some breakfast. You've already had a look at what my to-do list is for today. Got a bunch of little stuff to do, but it's the kind of things that I can do and just chunk away at. I don't really have to think too hard. One of the things that I need to do, and I haven't heard back yet, is an edit. Some just final tweaks on a project that I have from last week, and I'm waiting to hear back from that client. So I might have to follow up with them today. Technically that project's due today, and so I don't know where they're at, and if they don't get me feedback, I'm not gonna be able to make that deadline. So, you know, it's one of those situations where if they're okay with it, I'm okay with it, but I wanna make sure that they're okay with it. So let's get on to breakfast and we'll get to work. Good grief, I'm just now sitting down to breakfast. It took a bit longer than I expected. I wanted to make some pumpkin bread muffins this morning because I had some pumpkin left over from Thanksgiving last week. The only issue was that the hot water, well, not the hot water, all of my water decided to go out today. Apparently my apartment complex was doing some sort of repair and they didn't tell me, so I was in the middle of washing dishes and all the water went out. So that delayed my breakfast a little bit, but while I'm doing that, while I'm eating, I'm gonna get started on some of my work tasks, and that way I can double time and do those at the same time and just continue moving forward. Oh my gosh, I have literally been on the phone for the past, let's see, since 10:30, so this is like the past 2.5 hours. One was with my sister, and family always takes precedence because you have to stay on top of dealing with family. And I don't mean dealing with in a bad way. My sister just needed to vent and talk. She's having a really hard time with one of her professors at school, and she's like, am I completely off my rocker? And I'm like, no. So definitely needed to have that conversation with her. And then another friend of mine, oddly enough, also having some rough stuff going on at work. And so I guess I'm just been a sounding board for people today, and that's a good thing to be, and I really, really value doing that for my friends because I know what it's like to be frustrated and not being able to figure stuff out and wondering, am I completely nuts? So I'm glad to have done that, but I'm also now a little bit behind. So I've been sitting here while chatting with my other friend, trying to get some of my social media stuff done, and I think I've made good progress. I don't necessarily multitask very well, especially if somebody's talking in my ear, so I'm gonna have to go back through and make sure I'm not typing something that sounds weird. But either way, getting stuff done. Hooray. Hooray! I have every single day planned out for January. Fantastic. Just need to make a couple of editing quotes for my book. The only problem why I can't do that right now is because I'm out of editing books. I need to order more from Amazon. An interesting note about that. Why would I order my own books from Amazon? Well, because this actually gives me a really great marketing tool. One, people can buy them from my website for a little bit cheaper than if they bought them on Amazon, and this is actually something that I have as a part of my sales process. Radar, hang on a minute. Mommy's finishing a video. The other reason why I buy these books is so that when I have a meeting with a client, I can leave them a copy of my editing book. Now, this does two things when I am in that meeting. One, it tells them I know what I'm talking about because I wrote a book, which there's a whole other thing about that that's psychological that I think is ridiculous, but it is the truth. They think that I'm legit because I wrote a book. The other reason why that I give them a book is because it becomes a permanent billboard in their office that they can see every single time that they go ahead and cut a project and it's sitting right in front of them. Now, this is invaluable because for the price of the book, I just put a permanent billboard in their office, and you can't buy that kind of advertising anywhere for that kind of money. It is 4:45. Today I had a whole bunch of like little detail stuff to do. The rest of tools is a bunch of marketing stuff that I need to get done. And I'm trying to make up my mind on whether or not I want to buy more of these and include another Midori for myself. I love mine. So yeah, and I've got a Facebook ad that I need to set up and run at some point in the near future. But this is what I've been trying to focus on, and I have a little bit more time. I know Robo's home, but I'm trying to pick one of these particular topics here to write about for my blog, because it's just a good thing to take the time to do. It's obviously on my 12-week years to write one of these every single month, not month, well, month if you consider a week a month, but one a week. Haven't been able to do it for the past couple weeks, so I'd like to get one of these done. And with my brain right now, it's kind of not happening. But also, you got to see what I found. I found a copy of my book. It was sitting on my shelf up in the back. This is my spare copy for myself, and it's because it doesn't have the title on the spine. Every single other copy of my book has the title on the spine. This is one of my print proofs from back when I was working on this, so I actually can get like the video quotes that I want to, the editing quotes for my marketing campaign. Hooray! Sometimes it really can be a challenging day to get things done when you are giving so much out to other people. For me, I'm an extroverted introvert, and so I enjoy when people are around, but sometimes it just takes a lot out of me when I have to be on call for other people. And yeah, today was a really good day. I'm glad I was able to help my friend and help my sister out. I didn't necessarily get done everything that I wanted to get done, but that's okay, because the reality is that the stuff will always be there to get done, and the people relationships will not always be there. So when I have the opportunity to just be a part of a person's life and help them through something, I think that's often more important. The only thing that's the caveat to that is remembering to set good boundaries and to also do the things that you know that you're supposed to do when you have the time to do them. It's Friday, and what does that mean, everybody? Grocery shopping. Yeah, this is our usual Friday thing. We try not to do grocery shopping on the weekends just because it's so crowded and it takes so long. So it's nice getting this done on a Friday like we're supposed to. Yeah, today was a interesting day, just chatting with everybody and still getting stuff done. Didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but you know, you take what you can and you go from there. So yeah, this is going to be it for tonight. We're going to get home and we're going to celebrate the end of the week with some ice cream.